Sierra and I were actually on the bus to New York, and she got a message from Sabrina, and like my heart, oh my gosh, like had we lost, I don't know what I would have done, because I could have been an easy target just for the fact that, you know, I'd missed the challenge, and then people could see me as a strong competitor. So that was something I was definitely worried about. I also heard later on that it was a really, really close challenge again. And so the fact that we won is, you know, 10 times more relieving. So that was really awesome. Like, I don't know if you should talk to Mike anymore, but my offer's still there. Like, if you guys want any kind of support, like, I'm definitely going to put in, like, my energy to help you guys out, because I would love for you to see you get that advantage. Yeah. And then I also, you know, like, I know Micah pretty well, and he seems like a nice guy. He's not like a guy I would know to be like backstabbing or like, you know, hiding information. And so
I think that he would definitely, like, I think he would definitely stay in longer, so that's what I'm like hoping for, so that we both stay. Yeah. Like, I don't think he would be like a big target, especially after like how he like really did well at the dominoes part. I'm sure like all the boys were like, you tried really hard.
But like with Chris Thomas, like, so many people already hate him anyways, so it'd be like so much more effort on my part to even try to get him to stick it.
Just don't even.
Yeah, exactly. Not gonna stick my head out on the line for that. Sierra told me she had Micah, and I told her that I have Chris T. And I told her specifically that she would be the only person who I would tell, and I completely intend to fulfill that unless I tell Chris himself. But I think it was a little bit unclear in my season. Sierra and I have actually known each other for a while, and right now we're playing on the same volleyball team, and so I think having a lot of interactions outside of Survivor has allowed me to see that I can definitely trust her for the time being. And I know she's definitely someone who wants to make a lot of big moves, but I'm hoping she has those in mind with me in her alliance.
I mean, it seems to me that all the guys think like Chris is some sort of like pimp organizing all of you guys, and that everyone has to defer to Chris LeCompte. I'm just saying it doesn't have to be that way.
Every time the name Ryan gets put out there, it just always seems just a little, ooh, what's this in my ear? What's that other name I hear? Like, it's like, why is there always another name that's just a tad bit more convenient? And so I don't know if that is Ryan himself, because everybody's been talking about Ryan's a schemer. But like, okay, so who is this other people, the majority that's
everyone else left in the game?
So Shubal, Chris T, Ryan, and Alex G. Yeah, Alex. Yeah. Those are the four.
Okay, and you have my alliance now, and everyone that we're also fine with.
What you're saying is if I don't do this, are we not an alliance anymore?
That's definitely not what I'm saying. I'm just saying this would be a much easier way for me to also stay in the game, because Ryan is one of my allies, and I would like to keep him around. And that way both of us could maybe get immunity later on in the game.
Well, right, but it's a two-way street, friend. You don't need Ryan.
Why not?
Because you have me, and I have my own connections.
Yeah, but that's like one triangle of alliances, right? That's one network, and I could have two networks as Ryan stays.
Here's my limitation. You're selling a pitch. We're trying to do it in business language. You're trying to sell me a product with a pitch, but the pitch ain't too strong. Like, you're telling me I need to flip the script. I need to, like, flip it right now to get out. Let's just say Chris LeCompte, because everybody keeps on talking about, like, Chris LeCompte, because he is a threat right now, right?
Yeah.
You asked me to flip the script to go to Chris LeCompte, that way I can be with somebody who's lied to me? And yes, Chris LeCompte lied to me.
So what's your benefit of staying on Chris LeCompte's side?
Because I have my own ways of getting him out.
But then why is it not the same way just to go on the other side if we have
because then that causes a division in the tribe.
Isn't that what Survivor's all about?
It is, but who wants to do that this early in the game, Michelle? Who wants to do that after vote 2?
I don't know, man. It's All-Stars.
I know it's All-Stars, but like, All-Stars means being smart. It means you learn from your mistakes.
I just don't understand why aligning yourself with like all of Chris's allies is a good move for you right now.
But good to know you're my partner. Give me a hug.
Yeah. Finally.
I know, right?
Something happy.
By the end of that conversation, I had just decided I don't want to work with Brandon ever again.
I mean, so I think one of our names is going to come up. I don't know who they're going to do. I don't know if they'll do me. I told Chris. Chris told me something different than he told Micah. Chris told me he might throw his vote.
So the plan was to have Chris LeCompte lie to him and tell him basically, you're safe, just so no question will be asked and we can just get him out easily. However, Chris didn't want to do that because, I don't know, he's Oprah. And then now that Ryan knows the truth that, yes, he might be going home this week, he started scrambling, which is what we didn't want. But Chris didn't understand that.
Well, it's really important, like King's not here, but it's really important that the 5 of us don't throw our votes or anything like that. Like, we can't trust Brandon.
I'm just telling you, 5 out of 9 is just like a literally guaranteed way without idols in play. Yeah. I think it's just a guaranteed way.
Ryan needs to go 100% for me tonight, because if he stays, that means if Ryan doesn't go, I'm going. So there you go, there's that. Those are the only 2 names that have been bounced around, me or Ryan. And if I somehow stay and he somehow stays, then he's still going to want me out. So he needs to go very badly in my book.
Oh yeah, we also talked about like not getting out Chris LeCompte now, but like in a little
honestly,
bit.
like you need strong people for competition and stuff like that.
I reached out to Micah, and he kind of thinks we're like a long-term thing, which could happen. But I chose to reach out to him just so I could know what's going on the guy's side and warn Chris and Eric if their names ever come up.
Like he can't make it to the merge.
You don't think?
Evan and Micah, I love them to death. Found out after my season that Evan thought about backdooring me, so that makes me a little bit more hesitant to work with him this season. But I'm not going to let him know that right off the bat. I feel a lot more closer to Micah, so I feel like there's still trust between us all. But I'm definitely I'm just being very cautious about if I want to ride that out or not, or how long I want to ride that out.
I have to be careful for that. The only reason I'm telling you this stuff is because, I trust you from last season. Yeah. People don't know the extent of how we work together. People were asked, what's that guy's name with the piercing and blah, blah, blah?
Yeah, so Katrina's all back together. Who knows? Are we going to make it all the way this time? I don't know. Probably not.
But I just wanted to reach out and see if you'd be interested in just kind of having each other's backs.
Yeah.
I don't mind telling you what's going on in my house, and
definitely.
I know it might not seem super important now, but when the merge comes, I want to make sure that I have somebody
interacting with each other. Yeah.
And I do trust Evan, but I also know that he was doing a lot of sneaky stuff that we don't even know about.
Yeah, that's
another thing where
it breaks my heart.
No, he should have been a villain, to be completely honest.
Yeah. Me, Shannon, and Evan knew that one of us is going to be the odd one out, and it turns out that it's Shannon. But I did talk to her so that hopefully when both of us make the merge, we'll be able to know how people interact with each other on both tribes, and we'll be able to adjust accordingly.
You gonna call me Jordan or Shubal?
Oh my god! I know you two. You want a haircut?
Oh, this is so cute.
It'll be okay. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Oh shit! What was that? I was testing to see if you could see it. Oh my god! I couldn't see it. What was that? Thank you.